Hello. Hey. اهلا دوني. ازيك؟ We're just waiting for more people to join right now. But let us go also live streaming on Instagram. Hello guys. Okay. Donnie, how are you doing? We're waiting more people to join. السلام عليكم الكريم، ازيك؟ وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Happy Ramadan. I do love Egypt and my greatest dream is to learn Egyptian Arabic dialect. Okay, I'm here. Like, your questions are welcome. Just go ahead with your questions. I will be happy to answer your questions. So feel free. Okay, Donnie, do you know how to say I love Egypt? Do you know how to say I love Egypt? Greetings to you. Okay, we're waiting more people to join. أنا بحب مصر. Great. You know, Donnie, something I want to tell you something. When you say أنا بحب مصر, literally translation, it means I'm loving Egypt. It doesn't like, yes, it means I love Egypt, but adding the ba, the first ba, the ba in بحب means loving. So actually, as if you are saying, I'm loving Egypt. Okay. So guys, I'm here to receive your questions related to Egyptian Arabic. Feel free to put your questions here. Okay, we're waiting more people to join. Good evening, Elena. ازيك? Hopefully doing great. Ba is present continuous tense. Bravo. Here I have a good student. Here I have a good student who knows a lot about Egyptian Arabic. But where did you learn this? Where did you learn that the ba goes for present continuous tense? Guys, for those who are here on YouTube, I'm also live on Instagram. So if you have a problem with YouTube, you can just move to Instagram on the same channel, Speak Like an Egyptian, but on Instagram, not on YouTube. So I'm both broadcasting on both right now. Hi Malak, ازيك؟ Donny, have you ever came to Egypt before? Janet, hello. أنا كويسة شكرا. Elena, wait, what's the correct form of the name to the name the Arabic alphabet? Okay, here's a good question. What's the correct form to name the Arabic alphabets? We say الحروف العربية, which means the Arabic alphabets. الحروف العربية. الحروف العربية. Okay. So Elena, how are you going with Egypt and Egyptian Arabic? Let me know. And Malak, I had an Arabic test today at school. And how was it, Malak? How did you do? Was it good or bad? Let me know. Hi, Janet from Canada. Janet, guys, she's in love with Egypt. You know, she comes to Egypt almost every 3 or 4 months. She comes to Egypt. Okay, great, Donnie. When you come, inshallah, to Egypt, let me know, guys. I will just write my WhatsApp number over here. Okay, my personal WhatsApp number. So for those 0 20 10. So Donnie, please make sure to save my number. Hey Anglos, ازيك? Guys, Anglos, he's on my Instagram streaming, and Anglos, he's Egyptian. He has an Egyptian father, and he's one of my students. So it's my pleasure. Now in Moscow, I make my own documents, but in May I will return to Cairo. That's also my heart. Okay, that's good to hear, Alina. So you're coming back in very short time. So in May, we were talking about we have only April. We are already now in April. So it's April and May, and you're gonna be in Egypt. So it's good to hear this. It's good to hear this. Okay. Dr. Jail, ازيك guys? Dr. Jail, she's one of my students. She's one of my great students. And let me tell you that she does great drawings. She do a great paintings. You're welcome, Donnie. You're welcome, darling. I'm back in Cairo on 15 April, inshallah. Okay, sounds good, MA. Sounds good. So you're coming to Egypt for business or study or what? Let me know what's the purpose of coming to Egypt. I'm coming in May also. Okay, so on Instagram, I have Elena. She's coming in May. And on YouTube, I'm having Dr. Jiel. She's coming also in May. So my students are coming to Egypt very soon. A bit of everything. Okay, but what's the main purpose? Studying or having fun? Let me know what's the main purpose. So Janet, she comes to Egypt almost every 4 or 5 months. As just wrote that she's in love with Egypt. And the good thing about Janet, that she knows how to handle herself in Egypt. So by her own, she goes everywhere. She does, she visits places. She speaks with people. She communicates with people. So, she's strong enough to deal with everything in Egypt without having anyone with her, which actually was surprising for me, in fact. Okay. The honey bunny is waiting for me in Nasr City. Yeah, okay, you're coming to Nasr City. I want to move there. Okay. Well, I think Janet, you're doing this maybe in 1 or 2 years. and at the same time meeting family, Port and Cairo. Okay, so you have members in Port and Cairo. That sounds lovely. I really want to start working and start learning the language because now my day is very long, 13 hours, 5 days a week. Oh, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. That's not for 13 hours too much. So you have nothing to do uh, except working. So inshallah, Irina, when you come back in May, you can have a better chance to have a job here in Egypt and in Cairo actually. So that's something to be considered. Inshallah. Inshallah, you're gonna be lucky having this. So guys, I'm here to receive your Egyptian Arabic questions. Anyone who have questions about Egyptian Arabic, anyone who has questions about the Arabic people, the Egyptians, about Ramadan, whatever you'd like to ask, I'm here to answer your questions. I miss Maadi madly. Well, Maadi and 5th District, everything is good in Cairo, as you know. So I think you're gonna come and have a good time in Cairo, inshallah. Inshallah. So guys, I'm here to receive all your questions about Egypt, Egyptian people, Ramadan, culture, Egyptian Arabic, whatever. I'm here for any questions. Yalla bina. Yalla bina. I'm Brazilian, but my soul is Egyptian. I just live in Brazil, but all my thoughts are in Egypt all the time. I love the culture, history, religion, music. Okay, look, Donnie, I'll tell you something. I have one of my students. She's American, okay, but she has almost the same feeling. Even Janet here, she's saying the same thing. So, but with this special woman who's American, uh, she does soul consultancy and she deals with power and energy and so on. So she's really into this. And when I say that she's really into this, so whenever she goes to the pyramids, she really feels the vibes. She really feels the power. She really feels the emotions of the pharaohs and so on. So what you're saying that your soul is Egyptian, I have a lot of my students who say the same thing. So I believe even Dr. Jail is saying the same thing over here. So I believe there's something related to the energy and power emitted by the pyramids and the history of the pharaohs and so on. So just by chance, now it's you, Donnie, you're saying this, Janet is saying this, Dr. Jail is saying this. So I think it's very, very, very common, this feeling. But Egypt now, Egypt is getting better. Egypt is being a better country, so I think Egypt will be a good country to live in very soon. Very soon. Okay. So we have, hi Ahmed, new visitor here, Zoni Kui. Zoni Kui, how are you doing? I would like to know, where are you from? Where are you joining us? So we have here some people joining also on Instagram. So I also think it's because Masr Dunya. Okay, actually Masr is al Dunya. Yeah, thank you, Malak. Masr al Dunya, literary translation, it means that Egypt is the mother of the world. Egypt is the mother of the world. This is a very common saying that we always say, Egypt is the mother of the world. And here on Instagram, Elena should say, I really wanted to stay for Ramadan in Cairo, and it didn't work out. Ramadan in Cairo is atmosphere of family and magic. Yes, guys, if you don't know this, the best country in the Middle East where you can spend Ramadan in actually is Egypt. Actually, it's Egypt. The vibes of Ramadan in Egypt is very unique. Egyptian people are very kind to visitors and hospitality. When it comes to hospitality, Egyptian people are doing this in a very good way. So what I want to say that Ramadan in Egypt is very unique because one of the unique things about Ramadan that Ramadan is a family month. It's a family month. So this is how it goes with Egypt. So Elena here is saying Egypt's mother civilization. I believe that Egypt is the mother of civilization, as we have a civilization which almost 7,000 years old. Some people they say it's 15,000 years old. And let me go through this really quickly because it's a very interesting story. There's an engineer who said that what is written or mentioned in the books. How is that? How is that? The point is that they believe that there was a big, like let us say, civilization, okay, that was there 15,000 years ago, and because of flooding and instability of energy, which was generated by the pyramids, all the people died. All the people died 15,000 years ago. Then when the pharaohs showed up, they showed up and all the temples and all the pyramids does exist. So based on this theory that the pharaohs, they didn't build the pyramids. They were already built. But the people who built it, they all died based on flooding and instability of energy that was done by the pyramids, because they believe that the pyramids weren't built for burying, it was built as power generators. So the theory says what? Says that the pyramids are connected to the sky, to certain stars in the sky, to generate energy to the earth. Got it? So some people they go like the pyramids was built by the pharaohs, and it's a previous civilization who done that. So here on Instagram, Imlek Space, I was in Ramadan in 2019. And how was your experience in Ramadan in 2019? I would like to hear as well. How come I don't take this stuff in history? Why do I gotta take about Iskandar al-Akbar? This is way more interesting. Yes, actually, Malik, this is more interesting because what they say that the pyramids are power generators that are connected to the sky and to the outer space. Guys, I want to ask you a question. Do you know what's the average weight of every stone in the pyramids? What's the average weight of each stone in the pyramids? Who can tell me? Who can tell me what is the average weight of stones in the pyramids? My bullet word. I'm also here, and Donnie Minerva. Okay, so Donnie, she's on Instagram and she's on YouTube. So I do appreciate this, Donnie. You're here and there. No, MA, no, it's not 10 tons. It's less than that. So guys, my question is, what is the average weight of each stone in the pyramids? Again, what is the average weight of each stone in the pyramids? 100 kilograms? Much more, Malak. It's not 10 tons and it's not 100 kilograms. Okay, 100K. No, that's too much. 100K, no, it's more. It's more than 100K, Malak. So guys, what is the average weight of the stones of the pyramids? Come on, yalla. What's the average weight of the stones? No, Malak, it's not 101. 20,000 pounds. Okay, actually it's 2 tons. 2 tons. Let me tell you how much is that in pounds. No, it's not 7 tons, it's 2 tons. 2 tons into pounds. That's almost 4,000 pounds. That's almost 4,000 pounds. 4,000 pounds. Okay. Okay, guys, I have another question. For those who visited the pyramids or the pyramid premises, how many pyramids are there? How many pyramids are in the pyramids premises? How many pyramids are there in the pyramids premises? 9. Yes, they are 9. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. They are 9. Okay. Guys, I want to go through another part. What do you think about Egyptian people? Because I have a lot of my students who are in relation with Egyptian people, so I want to hear more about what do you think about Egyptian people, especially females, especially women and girls. So what do you think about the Egyptian people? Okay, MA is saying I'm just thinking how, however, built the pyramids would have been awesome at deadlifts. Okay, that's true. That's true. But I want to tell you something, MA. They made a study. They made a study. Like how much time would it take to build the pyramids in 2023? So the answer was 5 years. 5 years are needed to build again to rebuild the pyramids. Okay, so Dr. Jail, Egyptian people are so caring, kind, and friendly. Thank you very much. Malak, they are the best, especially the ones named Malak. Okay, Malak, you're good. You're good. I love Egyptian people, especially my long distance boyfriend who's from Alexandria, Egypt. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. You know what, Zon Key? I do like relation consultancy sessions. It's there in my website, speaklikeanegyptian.com. So I have a lot of like girls who comes to me for consultancy, and a lot of them they have boyfriends from Alexandria. I don't know what's the secret, but it seems that Alexandria people they have a lot of external relations. So that's something to highlight. Didn't take them like 20 years or something. Well, Malak, I don't know how much it take them at these days to build the pyramids, but now the current study says that if they were rebuild the pyramids, it would take up to like 5 years to build it. Definitely using heavy equipment. So if these guys done it in like 20 years without using heavy equipment, so hats off. More question, guys. Okay. Ever since he graduated from his university, he's been calling me a lot more often. Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. But we added a poll over here to see who would be interested in having an Egyptian wife or uh, husband. How many of your students by percentage get married to Egyptians? Okay, Dr. Gel, if we're gonna talk about my female students, which is they present almost like 70% of my total one-to-one students, Uh, I would say almost 70% of them, they are married to Egyptians or they are in relation with Egyptians. So most of my, like 70% of my students, they are girls or women, and 70% of them, they are learning because they have relations with Egyptian men. If I say no, you will have mama yell at me. It's okay, Malik, just say whatever you want to say. Feel free. You're welcome, Dr. Jail. You're welcome. You're welcome. And hopefully you liked the book that you bought last week. Hopefully it helped you learning the verbs and so on. Okay, so we're having voting here. Would you like to have an Egyptian husband or wife? 80% says yes, 70% says no. Now it's 83 versus 17. So here's kind of competition. But for those who say no, I just want to know, why did you say no? I'm just curious about it. I'm just curious, those who say no, why do they think that it's not good to have an Egyptian husband or wife? And I think those who say no, they are women, they are not men. So now it's 86 versus 14. Come on, guys, this poll will end up in 3 minutes. But I want to know, those who say no, why do you think it's not a good idea to have an Egyptian husband or wife? Me personally, I have an Egyptian wife, so I'm out of the game. Me personally, she's an Egyptian wife, so I'm out of the game, you know. I want to know why too. Okay, so Dr. Jiel, she's also adding the same concept. She want to know, why do some people will not be interested having Egyptian boyfriends? Well, guys, actually, just to be honest, most of the girls who came to me for consultancy, I will not say all, definitely it's not all, but the majority, they had big problems with their Egyptian men. Especially after marriage. Especially after marriage. So maybe yes, maybe no, but let us say that almost 80% of the cases I had met, they were negative cases, honestly. Honestly, they were negative cases. The other 20, which is, I met some good experience, some good people, they are having good relations, so this is something good and should be considered as well, but I'm just saying the majority. So I want to know the people who say no based on what they say no. Yeah, Habibi, what's good gift to take when I go to meet her in Cairo? Okay, MA, where are you coming from? From the States, I think, right? Just let me know first, where are you coming from? I want to know, where are you coming from? Currently in Riyadh, in Saudi Arabia. Okay. If she's a Muslim, I would recommend like a praying sheet. There's gonna be something good. Sibha, I don't know what they call Sibha in English, but it's kind of like this one. We call it Sibha, where you go like you say some says, blah 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 blah, which is definitely Islamic says like Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, which thanks God, God is the greatest, and so on. So this is what we call Sibha, Sibha, Sibha. Okay, so you can get her a break sheet or Sibha. I think gonna be two good gifts that she gonna like in case she's Muslim. I don't know if she's a Muslim or no, but that's what I'm saying, that if she is a Muslim. Okay. So guys, we're gonna end now the poll, and actually it's 86% say that they are happy to have an Egyptian husband or wife, and only 14% say that no, they are not happy to have an Egyptian husband or wife. Thank you guys who participated in this poll. So I really appreciate this, and I think now you can see the results. Okay. Yes, she is. Anything else? Anything else? Look, MA, I wouldn't really recommend anything else for a simple reason. The simple reason that oh, sorry to have to leave. It's okay, Dr. JL. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great day. Okay. So MA, well, I will say make it something religious, because you're in a very religious place. Saudi Arabia, it's not a place to visit just for visit. Like, it's not Dubai, it's not Paris, it's not Italy. It's not Rome. So the culture or the soul of Saudi Arabia, it's more religious soul. So you have to consider that if it's something religious, it will be more appreciated. What I think. Okay. So guys, I will be leaving in 3 minutes. Those who have Egyptian Arabic questions, or they would like to ask anything about Egyptian people, Egypt, Egyptian Arabic, I'm here to get your answers for the coming 3 minutes before I need to leave. In 3 minutes. I'm waiting for more questions from your side, guys. What's a good gift for a mother-in-law? Okay, Dr. Jill, you're coming from the States. Well, let me say, usually when people comes from the States to Egypt, it's more related to technical stuff, like maybe a telephone, a mobile, a PlayStation, and so on. But definitely, this is not good for your mother-in-law. So let me say, kind of clothes like a jacket or something. This can be a good option, I believe. So usually it's actually technical stuff, like technological stuff, or beauty things like creams and masks and so on. But with your mother-in-law, I believe both will not be interesting. So I would recommend like something as a jacket or something. So I think this is gonna be good. MA is asking, what about for Eid? Eid, usually we give money. Eid, it's by giving money. So you can just give her money, how much you can give her, but definitely not less than £200, which is almost like $7. So the more the better, definitely. So make sure that you give her money for this. Okay, I brought scant soap and dress. Okay, the dress will be perfect gift for her. The dress will be a perfect gift for her. Got it. So this is good. Bravo, Jill. Bravo. Okay. So guys, we are done with this week's live streaming. Inshallah, our next meeting will be on the 16th of April. Okay, Ramash is saying, are you in Snapchat? Well, I have a Snapchat account, but I didn't use since like years ago. But if you'd like to have a direct contact with me, you're welcome to contact me through WhatsApp. Okay, my WhatsApp number is +0 20 10 965 340 33. So if you have anything related to Egyptian Arabic or joining the private one-to-one classes, you can just WhatsApp me. But I'm not really into Snapchat. Or actually, you can also mail me if you'd like to mail me. It's info@speaklikeanegyptian.com. But anyways, I will be happy also to have a cup of tea with you. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy that you joined. A very, very, very wonderful person. And let us say, we have an expression here in Egypt that goes like, you have a white heart. So I know that you have a real white heart. So it's my pleasure that you're here today. So thank you all for joining me. I will send you my Egyptian number closer to that time, inshallah. Okay, no problem. No problem, mate. So thank you guys for joining me. I was happy to have you today all, and inshallah our next meeting will be on the 16th of April. 16th of April, Sunday, same time, 16th of April. So from that time to our next meeting, make sure to just WhatsApp me with questions if you have, or simply you can mail me at info@speaklikeanegyptian.com.